So I'm gonna do two pieces here. One is shorter piece and one a relatively longer piece, but hopefully I can do them both within my 5 to 7 minutes a lot of time. Cool. All right, this first one is called Diaspora. Some Africans always play the part. West Indians who will never fool you for a slave. An Ethiopian told me, Brother Selassie was a murderer. My response, so is every other God. I know boundaries are lines drawn in blood, Kingston, Samoan, Savannah, and Kumasi, all African cities with African rituals, the same banana tree leaning towards the sun, the morning rooster singing the same hymn. Nostalgia is the verse to reality's prose. I know, try, some will deny it, but each its own. In the carnival and rainbow dancing bowl, same water we pray, clasps and cross our hands. The Caribbean, Atlantic and Indian, rivers full of black bones awaiting burial precautions on the streets of New Orleans, Port-au-Prince in May, djembes, congas, and drums, all the same jazz in Lagos, Rio, London, and Marseille. Arab winds blow every season, echoes full of ancient tongues carrying secret messages. Nouakchott, Mississippi, Fiji, and Karnataka, all many ways back to the banks of the Nile. My next piece I call Poem 23. The poem is my shepherd. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for the poem is with me. So to all the poets out here, no matter how you write it, just give me a poem, a silly poem. A Tom, Jerry and Downey with a Tweety Bird poem, yeah, an underdog poem, a shallow poem, a light poem that flows thin on air so deep it falls heavy like a rock from the sun, yeah, a bullet hole poem, a slow over easy poem, a sexy poem that makes me run home to my girl, confess my love between her thighs poem. Get your head out of the gutter. I'm not talking about sex either. For truth be told, sometimes that gets in the way of love making. I want a love poem that bridges the gap between lifelong enemies and newfound friends. I know that sounds like some kumbaya shit, don't it? Well, shit, write this shit, because we need this shit in the Middle East, Afghanistan, all over Africa, but not only over there, over here, between the police and people of color, politicians, and those of us that are not millionaires. Forget all the wrongs that need be right, multiply negative by negative and give me a positive poem. When you write this poem, make it ironic, ambiguous. I love a sarcastic poem filled with similes and pretty metaphors too cute for its own good, adjectives in place of nouns, pronouns with no regard for gender, double negatives to make an average high school English teacher bleed with anger when academic poets call it everything but a poem. Give it to me. Write till you write your wrongs from your left to your right, write till you can, man, that shit makes no sense. Yeah, a crazy poem. Called so because it is too bright for the average mind. Let me struggle through this poem, because I know once I get it, I'll be that much closer to God. I realize new is the nouveau addiction of this nouveau generation, and I myself is no exception. But today, Monday, every day, read me an old poem I can read along to. A dead white man poem, you know the names, Whitman, Tennyson, and that poor guy. A Renaissance poem written in a jazz club back in Harlem when the forces of oppression come and knocking on my door. Open my window and toss me a fight poem that comes with a fist in the air, arm in a sling, stone against bullets poem. Let me write this poem from line's end to the end of time, back to this time. Tell sons of man, there's more to life than this. Back and forth from sleep to sleep, then you die. Step out of line, let your words be heard, let them behold you, for hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom be you. You let them, they dethrone you, crucify you, build their castle in your temple, and of you, they crown themselves king. Even when you don't say it, think it. And when you get a pen, write Right till you right your wrongs, from your left to your right till you can't write no more. Then unfold your thoughts and give me a poem. Thank you all.